Pokemon having two types is almost always an advantage. Whether it be gaining new offensive abilities or new defensive resistances, a second type is 9 times out of 10 a welcome addition. Sorry, Aggron. I asked myself, would banning any Pokemon with two types make for a very hard Nuzlocke? So today, I'm going to play through a hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokémon Shield, where every dual-type Pokemon is banned. All the hardcore Nuzlocke rules I play by are in the description below, but just in case, if a Pokemon faints, it's dead and can't be used. Only the first Pokemon encountered per area can be caught. No items in battle, no overleveling, and set battle mode. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to it then. Alright, we start off getting welcomed by this not villainous looking guy at all, just a nice looking guy. Then, we get our pick of our starter. I'm gonna go for Scorbunny. I've only played Gen 8 once, and I picked Grookey, and Sobble. Listen, I like the guy, but I don't want to get into Inteleon. It has a quiet nature, plus special attack minus speed, which is just trash. Hop challenges us to a battle, 2v1, very rude of him. Would be some BS if we didn't have the coach. Next we end up in Slumbering Weld. We encounter this crazy looking dog with a Scooby-Doo accent. It runs away. I think it was scared of coach. Okay, time to catch our first Pokemon on Route 1. I'm only allowing random encounters to keep the randomness aspect of the Nuzlocke intact. Our first encounter is a Squavit. Alright, let's name it Cheeks. Our next encounter is on Route 2, which is a Blip Bug. I've assigned myself a rule that I have to catch single-type Pokemon, even if they evolve into a Pokemon with two types. That way, they're stuck in that form, makes things kind of harder. I mean, it's a Nuzlocke. We're not trying to make this thing any easier. We smoke Hop once more, and I make it up to him by buying him a train ticket to the wild area. In the train station, I'm given a free Pikachu for having Let's Go Pikachu data. I'll take whatever I can get, so thanks for the Pikachu. I can't come up with a nickname right now, so I'll come back to it. Alright, a Thunderstone. Let's try this out. And it can't evolve. Alright, I guess it's stuck as Pikachu. Our first wild area catch is a Bunnelby, which is trash because it can't evolve. We'll name it Wabbit. We've made it to Motostoke City. Wait, oh my god, I thought of a Pikachu nickname. Shaka Khan. Genius. So worth the wait. We change it to the sickest fit I've ever seen and get a haircut and eye color change. Our girl's looking like a zombie. Love it. Nurse Joy tips us off about a rare Pokemon at Wedgehurst Station, so I double back and find a Galarian Slowpoke. The Galar form only has one type, Psychic type, so it's allowed. I'll name it Chill Zone. We head back to Motostoke, head to the Budu Drop Inn to rest before our big day, the opening ceremony of the Pokemon Gym Challenge. We get challenged by Great Britain's biggest villain, sports fans. We smoke them and meet our newest rival, Marnie. She thinks she's the creepy girl of this story? Look at me, I'm creepier. We register for the Pokemon Gym Challenge, and we pick our number. You know what we're picking. The sex number, 96. We participate in the opening ceremony, and our character looks scary as hell compared to these other characters. Before leaving Motostoke, we fish up a Magikarp, which sucks because it can't evolve, but it does take it out of the rotation because of Dupes claws, so that's nice. Blipbug keeps trying to evolve. So annoying, please stop. You know who does evolve that we allow it? Scorbunny into Raboot. Nice. We get to Route 3 and decide to try a berry tree for our encounter. After very many Dupes Claws retries, we get Cherubi. We name it Sakura. Okay, we arrived at Galar Mine. To keep the spirit of randomness, here we go.
There's a Pokemon over here somewhere. Come on, man! Where are they all?
No. Wait.
Oh, wild Pokemon.
Roll, no! We get stuck with unable to evolve Roly-Coly. We get challenged by Bede, a trainer endorsed by the chairman himself. Endorsement? More like endorkment.
Just don't get a crit. Don't get a crit. Don't get a crit. No!
Our first death of the run. Rip Cheeks. Bede is now enemy number 1.
Not now, you freak. Can't you see I'm mourning?
We emerge from the cave onto Route 4. We get sniped by this Electrike. I didn't elect for this encounter, so we'll count it. We name it... We arrive in Turffield, where the first gym challenge is. Our opponent is Milo, the Grass-type leader. We're obviously going to lead with Coach. You know what we're doing, baby. Turn 1 Dynamax. Max Flare. Gossifleur, smoked. Eldegoss, smoked. Too easy. I don't know if I'm going to keep allowing Dynamax, because that was brutal. Alright, we've got the Grass Badge. Nice. Name could be more creative. Okay, our Route 5 encounter is a Spritzee. Okay, let's name it...
Perfume Department.
Not a big fan of the Spritzy line, but at least it evolves. Also, we can get another encounter in the wild area. I'm going to allow one encounter in the wild area per gym badge. We find a Snorunt. We'll name it Chilby. It can only evolve into Glalie as Frostlass has 2 types, but that's fine. Oh god, not this bozo again.
Oh!
Okay, we've arrived in Hulberry. Hey yo, is that Chairman Rose and his skivvies? Oh, also real quick, I did my trainer card. Check it out. I think that suits her. For our Hulberry encounter, we find Aracuda. I've never used it before, so I'm really excited to use it. Let's name it Anchovies! And it has a boosted attack nature. I'm ready to sweep this game. It's time to face Nessa. If she's not your Pokemon waifu, you have no taste. You know what the move is. Turn 1 Dynamax, Cherubi Sweep. Yeah, I'm really feeling like I need to ban Dynamax at this point. We celebrate by getting some lobster on the chairman's dime. Okay, let's go to the oh-so-cleverly named Galar Mine 2. Hey, wait a minute, it's this jerk! I'm avenging Squavit! His Solosis goes down to a critical hit Electro Ball. His Gothita lives, and we gotta swap to Perfume Department. We kissed this baby to death. Don't ever quote me out of context saying that. I try to do the same to Hatena, but it gets another crit. I switch to Raboot, and he gets another crit! God! We're able to take out Hatena and Ponyta with the coach. Cheeks has been avenged. I let you win. Shut up, bro! Sakura the Cherubi evolves to rub it in his face. Our Pokemon encounter in the mine is Shellos, which sucks because it can't evolve. And the next encounter in Motostoke Outskirts is Chudo. I'm really regretting this rule of having to catch Pokemon that can't evolve. And Blipbug won't stop trying to evolve. That's it. You're going to a labor camp. We get one more encounter in the wild area, and it's Vanillite. I'm already committed to Snorunt at this point, so in the box you go. We head over to the Budu Drop-In to crash. We finally have our first battle with Marnie. I'll feel awful if I lose, but I won't. Well, her Krogunk lives a flame charge and gets a huge revenge off. We're able to finish off Krogunk, and she sends in Scraggy. I switch to Spritzy and kiss another child to death. Once again, don't quote me. Morpeko also gets kissed to death. Anchovies evolves into Barrascuda. Nice! We begin the gym mission, which involves fighting wild Pokemon. It technically counts as a different area, so Nuzlocke rules allow a catch. We find a Vulpix. I'll name it Keaton, after the fox from Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. We finish up and challenge Kabu, a big difficulty spike with fully evolved Pokemon. Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh. Okay, that was too easy. It's official. I'm banning Dynamax. No more Dynamax moving forward. We've got the 3rd badge, and that means a new part of the wild area is accessible. It's this jerk Beat again. He low-key kinda got hopped though. The next Pokemon we encounter in the wild area is a Thievul. We'll name her Hathaway, after Anne Hathaway, because I like Anne Hathaway. We make it to Hammerlock City. Now that I've banned Dynamax and Gigantamax, I'm gonna swap out Pikachu. I'll swap him in with Pinhead the Electrike, who very soonly evolves into Manectric. Nice! Oh, what's this? The Battle Cafe? Yeah, sure, I'll try it. Level 37 Pokemon! Hey, let's Thunderwave and Leech Seed. Missed! They keep going for round, and it keeps getting stronger. They're able to take out Pinhead the Manectric. I'm able to take out Alchemy with Anchovies. Luckily, the enemy Slurpuff never breaks out of paralysis, and I'm able to win the battle. That could have gone a lot worse. Sonia, show us some tapestries. Why is the plot of the last few Pokemon games, everything was chill, then a war happened? We've arrived in Route 6. Our encounter is a Silicobra. We name it, Silly Cobra. We get through the route and arrive on Stow-Inside City. Alright, time to face the gym leader and, oh god, not this loser. It is not my responsibility to cure your depression, dude. Alright, this Electro Ball should one-shot, and wait, no? Okay, he goes for dive, and wait, hold up, is that my Pikachu? Did you just Doctor Strange-style astral project my Pikachu? Anyway, the rest of his Pokemon get absolutely smoked. Before the gym, let's sneak into Glimwood Tangle and grab a Sinistea, baby. And my encounter's Ponyta. Great. After a game of spooky pachinko, Silly Cobra evolves just in time to Sandaconda. The coach also evolves into Cinderace. Our team is finally looking stacked. Time to battle Alistair, the creepy-ass ghost boy. Just want to remind you now that Dynamax is banned, so this should be significantly harder. Galarian Yamask gets wrecked by a waterfall from Anchovies, and next is Mimikyu. I smack it with a poison jab, and it absorbs the hit with its disguise ability. Uh-oh, he's setting up. I hit it again, and he goes for another Hone Claws. Oh geez. Luckily, we're able to finish off Mimikyu before it does some serious damage. He sends in Cursola next. It gets one-shotted with Throat Chop. God, his Anchovy's so good. His final Pokemon, Gengar, comes out and Gigantamaxes. We do about half damage with Throat Chop and then take a max Ooze. We live on only 21 HP. We risk staying in and luckily are able to finish it off with a Throat Chop. I was super worried about that fight, but it ended up being pretty easy. Damn, do I got a banned Barraskewda? We received the 4th badge, and the names are so weak. Ghost badge? I mean, come on. We find B destroying the worst looking mural I have ever seen. He challenges us to a fight.
I've seen enough of your team to judge your abilities.
Yeah, dude, I'm jacked and you suck.
I have to win this for the chairman.
Anyway, we beat him. It was easy. The ruins get destroyed anyway to reveal, wait, better ruins? Damn, maybe he did us a favor. We take a shopping break, and this guy in Stow-Inside has a Reaper Cloth. Huh, maybe I should try and get Dust Noir. We've got a wild area encounter, let's try for Duskull. Nice, we found one. I'll name her Hex Girl. I'm quickly able to evolve it into Dusclops, and my buddy Evan helps me trade evolve Dust Noir and my Aromatess. He even got me this fun, janky footage of the evolutions.
Nice. Oh my god, it's evolving? I don't know if I like that one.
But he should have turned his phone sideways. Everyone comment, Evan, turn your phone sideways. My buddy Evan actually just started a YouTube channel. You should subscribe. We might have some collab stuff coming out one day. We make it to Balonlay, and now it's time to battle Opal, the Fairy-type gym leader. A flamethrower from Cinderace only does about half on our Weezing. We get poison from a Sludge, but another flamethrower is able to take out Weezing. She sends in Togekiss. I swap to Silly Cobra to tank a predicted ancient power. Opal does this thing where if you answer quiz questions correctly, she boosts the stat of your Pokemon. I know a defense boost is coming up, so I swap to Anchovies to fortify him a bit. Togekiss lives a poison jab, gets poison, but brings us down to 14 HP with an Air Slash. I'm able to finish off Togekiss with another poison jab. She sends in Mawile, who intimidates us. Intimidate is an ability that lowers the attack of your Pokemon. I forgot about that, so I'm forced to swap to Silly Cobra. We get our offensive stats boost by Opal and take out Mawile with a Dig. Okay, her Alchemy is her last Pokemon, which she Gigantamaxes. We go for a Dig and dodge her first G-Max attack. Our Dig does about half, and we live on just 7 HP after a G-Max attack. Another Dig allows us to dodge the last turn of G-Max, and we win the battle. 5 badges down. You know what time it is, it's wild area time, baby. Ooh, a Clink. I've never actually used this line before. We catch it and name it Automate. Like Automate, but like a friend. Like Automate. I thought it was good. It quickly evolves into a Clang. We run into Bead and Hammerlock, and boy am I ready to swing. Opal comes in and spots Bead.
So twisted and misguided.
She's literally saying, wow, he's pink and an asshole? He's perfect. Yeah, take him away, Opal. Don't let me at him. As we're leaving Hammerlock, my least favorite part of Pokemon Shield happens. The entire bad guy plot happens off screen. You're not going to show us these random Dynamaxing Pokemon once? It would be an amazing cutscene. So frustrating. Great, now this doofus Hop wants to battle us. His Pokemon get swept, smoked, destroyed. Okay, wait, how do I beat this Rillaboom? My Cinderace is so weak right now. We land a Thunder Wave from Automate, that's good. It gets pretty weak, so we gotta Volt Switch out. This gets Cinderace a free switch in. I am risking it all. We get Parahacks though, no! He goes for Knockoff, and we live on 8 hit points. I gotta swap to Sakura the Charum. We keep healing up as Rillaboom keeps breaking through paralysis. Dude, come on, I'm running out of morning suns here. Rillaboom finally succumbs to paralysis, and we can get some energy balls off. Alright, I think we're in Poison Jab from Anchovy's killing range now. A miss, and we get a crit! Yes! That was so hard for no reason. Okay, Route 7, time for our encounter. And it's a Meowstic. I'll name it Lil Meow Meow. Is it a Suga from BTS reference? Is it a They Killed Lil Meow Meow here reference? Your pick.
Oh, Meow Meow, get up. No, he did.
We get another encounter up on Route 8, and it's a Powdon. We name it Moto Moto. Okay, we finally arrive in Sirchester. Sirchester? And it's time to battle Melanie, the Ice-type gym leader. We burninate her Frostmoth, Darmanitan, and Ice Cube. Then, this son of a beach. I swap to Barraskewda and tank a Max Geyser. I calculate Anchovies can live another max attack. I get a Brick Break off, and Anchovies lives in the red. I gotta swap to Hex Girl at this point. It tanks a G-Max attack perfectly, but then it dies to a Rain boosted Surf. Dang it, I forgot to include Rain in my calcs. I gotta swap to Automate. It barely lives a Surf, but we miss our Thunder Wave. Next, I gotta swap to the Perfume department. The rain's now gone, so Surf isn't going to do as much damage. We dodge 3 Sings, allowing us to take out the Lapras. The 6th badge is ours, but at what cost? You want to climb in a hole? My Dusknoir is dead. Okay, time to head back to the wild area for an encounter, and it is Boldore. That's not bad, at least it evolves. We find a stolen artifact chilling in a Nando's. That's very British of them. Now this cringe lord wants to battle. I'm ready for his Rillaboom this time. On Route 9, I accidentally run into a Whalmer first. Guess that's my encounter. I'll name it Whalian, because it'll be the loneliest whale in the world, never leaving my box. We've arrived at Spikemouth, but it's all boarded up. Our pal Marnie offers to let us in, but only with a battle.
Here's a special move I've been saving for a special occasion.
Soon it's time to fight her brother Piers, the Dark-type gym leader. And can we talk about how amazing this character design is? It's got these weird, like tentacle hair things, and the eye bags like he's never slept. I love this man. We can't Dynamax here at this stadium, so it's gonna be an even match.
Now, I could give you a classic talk through of this gym battle and let you know exactly what happened, but I think it would be a lot more fun to give you a visual demonstration of what went down.
Wait, do I love Aromatisse? One of my least favorite Pokemon is one of my best? Crazy what a Nuzlocke will do for Pokemon you hate. We've got the 7th badge, easy as heck, baby. We hear some shaking outside, and we're asked to come help. They're telling us that Pokemon are randomly Dynamaxing, and we've got to go help. See, the one time I've ever thought Game Freak should have put a cutscene somewhere where they didn't. I've never been like, yo, Game Freak, more cutscenes, but this is a part where it was necessary. And it's so annoying. It would have been such a cool moment to see this Berserker stomping around everywhere. All right, let's get right to the final gym battle. This is going to be our hardest challenge yet. I'm a huge fan of Raihan and his VGC-esque strategies. I think it's a good direction for the series. Okay, he leads with Gigalith and Flygon, so I send out Silly Cobra and the Perfume Department. His Gigalith sets up Sandstorm. A Breaking Swipe from Flygon lowers Silly Cobra's attack, but doesn't affect the Perfume Department. We go for Glare into Gigalith to paralyze it. A Moonblast from Aromatisse gets Flygon down to 1 HP. Raihan is able to get some Stealth Rocks off, and our leftovers brings us up to full health. A Steel Wing from Flygon does a good amount of damage to the Perfume Department, but we're able to take it out with a Moonblast. Gigalith misses Silly Cobra, and we go for a Protect to get some health back. And we get a crit on Gigalith to one-shot it, yes! Okay, now Raihan brings in his Sandaconda. He uses Glare on my Silly Cobra, but Aromatisse's ability Healer activates and cures it. God, I love you. We're afraid of steel moves from this Duraludon, so we've got to swap to Sakura the Cherim. Okay, he's G-Maxing, and can we just talk about that iconic selfie animation? I love that so much. Say what you want about Sword and Shield, but the characterization of these characters, just like the way they animate them to infuse life into the characters, really is A+. Cherim tanks a max Steel Spike and lives in the red. We go for Glare to Duraludon to paralyze it. My Silly Cobra gets paralyzed himself though. We swap out Cherim for the Perfume Department, and it gets critted by a Fire Fang. G-Max Depletion, what is that? A Dragon type move on a Fairy type, bro? No way. We dig underground to avoid a turn of the G-Max. And Shed Skin cures its paralysis. I swap in Cinderace, but I totally forgot about Stealth Rocks and take a good amount of damage. Raihan goes for Glare on Silly Cobra again. Dude, have you not learned your lesson? Okay, for this turn, Duraludon fully paralyzed. Shed Skin cures my paralysis. Turn wasted. All right, with Cinderace looking weak, I think I gotta swap to Automate. We dig underground and the gears get paralyzed. And Duraludon is fully paralyzed this turn again. A dig brings Duraludon down to about a third. Silly Cobra gets glared and the gears get body pressed. Shed Skin activates again. I literally can't believe it. We swap out Automate for Anchovies and get Breaking Swiped, lowering our attack. I double target Duraludon to finish it off. We go for a Glare on Sandaconda, then both Anchovies and the enemy Sandaconda stay fully paralyzed. In the next turn though, a Liquidation and Dig finish it off. And that is all 8 badges. Alright, before we move on, we got 2 wild area encounters to do, as I didn't do the last one. First one is a Coughing, And the second one, okay, Eldegoss, we'll take it. I'll name her Grandmama. Automate finally evolves into a Klinklang. We make our way through Route 10, and oh god, Beartic! Oh god, I really want to catch this thing, but I'm afraid of over-leveling due to how many experience points I think I'm gonna get. I'm just gonna have to call it a failed encounter. See ya. We get to Winden, and it's time to face Marnie in the semifinals. We go for Protect on the Perfume department turn 1 to block a Fake Out, and then one-shot her Liepard. We swap to Automate and get a free switch in due to being immune to the poison type attack from Toxicroak. Then it goes for Sucker Punch as I go for Thunderwave. Ha! Get red, buddy. I swap to Silly Cobra and he goes for Sucker Punch again. Free switch. We outspeed and one-shot with Dig. Bro, she hasn't even touched us. She sends in Scrafty and I swap to the Perfume department. Marnie finally gets a little bit of damage off with Swagger Confusion and a Crunch. My Pokemon keeps hurting itself in Confusion. I'm starting to lose a little momentum here. I break out of Confusion, and her Pokemon lives on a sliver of health. Marnie heals it up, and then I finish it off. And her Morpeko? Yeah, you guessed it, a one-shot. Okay, it's Grimmsnarl next. Let's stay in and go for Draining Kiss and heal up a little bit. Oh, wait, geez, I forgot about Gigantamax. A Max Starfall, oh god, please live. No, not the Perfume department. Just as I was warming up to her. We finish off her final Pokemon Grimmsnarl with Automate. We add Moto the Hippowdon to the team, and now it's time to face Hop. I'm able to take out Double easily, but not before he gets us down to around half hit points. He sends in Pincurchin next, and we swap to Silly Cobra, getting a free switch due to being immune to electric type attacks. We're able to take it out with 2 digs. His next Pokemon is Snorlax. I go for Glare to paralyze it, and it succumbs to the full paralysis. I'm able to squeak in a dig, and Snorlax full Parahacks again. We get it down all the way into the red, and then take a heavy slam ourselves. We're able to finish off Snorlax, and he sends in Corviknight next. I also glare this Pokemon, before swapping to Automate. I'm able to tank its attacks pretty well and chip it down with Thunderbolts. His next Pokemon, his infamous Rillaboom. I swap to Hippowdon and set up a Sandstorm. Okay, geez, I have once again forgotten about Dynamax. We tank a Max Quake just fine, then I go for Protect to waste a turn of his Dynamax, and tank a Max Overgrowth. I swap to the Coach to tank his final Max move. It's Pyro Ball time, baby, and Hop is finished off. At this point, we're told that Champion Leon has run off to Rose Tower, and for some reason, that's my business. We do this whole wild goose chase to get this key, and when we finally find it, we head to the tower. We end up on the roof, battling Oleana, and this part, face crack of the century, to be honest. Honestly, it's not a very exciting battle. Most of her Pokemon get one-shotted by the right counter. Her Gmax Garbodor, I kind of have to stall out a bit, but we eventually take care of it fine. Rose gives some silly speech about how we gotta solve the issues of 1,000 years from now today. Yeah, I'm definitely getting evil vibes here. Okay, the finals of the Pokemon League Championship are finally starting. Oh my god, our Deadeye girl looks so funny in this crowd. Wait, B, not you! Get out of here, bro! You aren't even mic'd. They can't hear you. Okay, the champion accepted your sudden interruption, but did I? Did anyone want to ask me? Anyway, this battle's easy too. His Mawile goes down to a Flamethrower, Gardevoir goes down to a Gear Grind. Against Rapidash, I set up 3 Shift Gears and then sweep the rest of his team. I cannot tell you how satisfying it was to sweep this jerk.
That was for Squabbit.
Okay, time for the real finals, and we're facing Nessa. Yeah, check the team. I brought Pikachu. I lead with Automate with Protect to block a possible first impression from Galizapod. A Thunderbolt brings it down to about a third. It sets up with a Swords Dance, but another Thunderbolt activates its emergency exit and saves us from a sweep. She goes for Barraskewda next, so I swap to Grandmama the Eldegoss. We tank a few hits and finish it off with a Leaf Storm. You know, at this part I was planning on sending Eldegoss to its death, but maybe we don't have to. She sends in Seeking, and I swap to Automate the Klinklang to tank a Megahorn. We get 2 crit Thunderbolts and take Seeking out. Galizapod comes back out, and she heals it up, but we scare it off again with 2 Thunderbolts. Pelipper gets one-shotted, as you can imagine, and we finish off Galizapod. She G-Maxes her final Pokemon Dreadnought as we Thunderwave it, and it stays fully paralyzed. Next, we tank a G-Max Stone Surge by Protecting, and it's fully paralyzed again! All 3 of her G-Max turns were just wasted. And she missed her last Rock Tomb. Bruh, outmaneuvered, outplay. I didn't even use Pikachu. I really wanted to use Pikachu. Okay, our next battle is against Alistair with his creepy-ass eyes. God, I'm nervous about this battle. We lead with a Powdon to set up a Sandstorm. We protect turn 1 to get some chip damage off with Sandstorm, and then go for Crunch. One more Crunch takes out his Dusknoir. His next Pokemon, Poltegeist. It goes for a Nasty Pod, oh geez. She's able to stall out my Sandstorm with a Protect, and then I miss my Thunder Wave. Oh geez, now I'm down to the red. I'm gonna have to sack someone here. God, unfortunately the one I need the least is Cherum. I'm sorry, bud, you deserve better. I send Incinerace on the safe switch, and I'm able to finish it off with a Pyro Ball. He sends in Cursula next, and I miss my next Pyro Ball. I'm able to live though, and I take it out with a second Pyro Ball. His next Pokemon, Chandelure. I swap to Moto and tank a Shadow Ball. I swap to Silicobra this time to tank another Shadow Ball. Finally, it's time for me to bring in Anchovies. I think Chandelure is in kill range after the Sandstorm chip damage, and I'm able to take it out with a Crunch. Oh god, his final Pokemon, G-Max Gengar. I really need the one-shot here. Oh no, I missed the one-shot! Anchovies goes down. The coach goes down.
Something's happening.
Steady, Quill. Oh, man.
I don't feel so good.
You're all right.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Hurry. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Sir, please. Please, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Sir.
Silicobra is eventually able to take out Gengar. But how can we move on without some of our best loyal Pokemon? It's always hard in a Nuzlocke to move on after devastating losses like this. But that's part of the game, right? We move forward. It was time for our final Pokemon League Challenger. I've assembled a new team, including newly evolved Glalie, Chilby, newly evolved Ninetales Keaton, and Lil Meow Meow the Meowstick. Raihan's first Pokemon is Torkoal, who sets up Sun with its Drought ability. My strategy here is I lead with Silicobra to bait a Solar Beam, and then I swap to Moto to overwrite Sunny Day for Sandstorm. This turns Solar Beam into a 2-turn move we can protect against. After that, an Earthquake takes out Torkoal. His next Pokemon is Goodra, so I swap to automate the Klinklang. I go for Protect expecting attack, but it gets off a Rain Dance instead. I go for a Thunder Wave, but miss! God, I should never have talked so much smack about how good Thunder Wave is. I go for a Protect to stall out the rain a bit, but at this point, Klinklang is in the red. I swap to Lil Meow Meow to tank a Surf and go for Fake Out. I swap to Chilby the Glalie, predicting a Rain Dance. We waste a turn of the rain with Protect, and then 2 Ice Shards and a Mist Muddy Water from Goodra takes it out. Raihan's next Pokemon is Turtonator. I swap to Ninetales to hopefully absorb a Fire-type attack with my Flash Fire ability, or at least get a free switch on Sunny Day. And it ended up being Sunny Day. We go for a Confuse Ray and avoid his Shell Trap. Next, I swap to Moto, the Hippowdon, to set up Sandstorm. Turtonator does almost half damage with a Dragon Pulse. We go for Protect and Shell Trap this turn, and I'm able to get a little bit of Sandstorm chip damage. I swap back to Ninetales, who's luckily holding safety goggles. I didn't even plan for that. I eventually chip Turtonator down a bit so that an Earthquake can kill it. Raihan's next Pokemon, Flygon. I swap to Glalie and one-shot it with an Ice Beam. His final Pokemon, Durlodon. It G-Maxes while I swap to Silicobra the Sandaconda. We tank a max Rockfall and then dig the next turn. 2-turn moves like Dig have become my main strategy for stalling out Dynamax turns. Durlodon goes for a G-Max depletion, but I'm hiding. Silicobra is able to finish off Raihan's team. No deaths this time, thank God. We are about to have our final battle with Champion Leon, but Rose has a big announcement. He's evil. Whoa. Are you serious? We go to Slumbering Well because the dogs have got to know this crazy news. We soon find ourselves in a battle with Rose, and Ninetales is pretty much able to burninate his entire team. We stall out his final Pokemon Kaparaja's G-Max turns with Silicobra and live on 10 HP. Anyway, we get attacked by this giant purple skeleton dragon, and it's a relatively uneventful battle. We beat its normal form and then hide underground for half the raid battle. Let the dogs deal with it.
Hey, you guys are good, right? You got this? Okay, great.
With the day saved, it was finally time to battle the champion, Leon. We use our remaining rare and EXP candies to get everyone up as high leveled as we can. I lead with Ninetales and he leads with his Aegislash. I go right for an attack expecting him to bait with King Shield, but he actually goes on the offense. I'm luckily able to live on about half HP. We take out Aegislash and he sends in Haxorus next. I swap to Moto the Hippowdon and take an Earthquake. It goes for Outrage, and I'm able to stall with Protect and Slack Off to get it to succumb to Confusion. Although guess what? It literally never hits itself once in Confusion. Eventually, I have to swap to Glalie, and I'm able to finish it off with a priority Ice Shard. His next Pokemon is Dragapult, and there's no way to outspeed this thing. It is one of the fastest Pokemon out there. I get an Ice Shard off, but unfortunately have to sack Chilby. RIP, friend. I bring Moto back in to start up a Sandstorm, and then Protect to get some chip damage in. I swap to Silly Cobra, who tanks a Shadow Ball. Another Shadow Ball brings us down to 17 hit points. Luckily though, I'm able to finish off Dragapult with a Dig. Leon sends out Inteleon. Wait, Leon, Inteleon. That was funny. So we swap to automate the Klinklang. Unfortunately though, a Snipe Shot from Inteleon does over half damage. We Protect to get some leftovers healing, and barely live a Snipe Shot, and then do only maybe about a third damage with Thunderbolt. We sadly are put in a position where we have to sack automate the Klinklang. This one hurt. I had gotten pretty attached to those gears. Lil Meow Meow revenge kills with a fight to the death, fake out, tearful looks, energy balls, and living with only 15 HP. Unfortunately, we're forced to sack it to Mr. Rhyme next. I swap to Ninetales, and right about here. This is the moment I think I lost this match. By not going for Overheat, it allows Mr. Rhyme to live and take out Ninetales. Ninetales would have taken out Mr. Rhyme with the Overheat, allowing me to have it in against Charizard. I hopefully would have outsped and got a Confuse Ray off, and some good RNG could have allowed me to safely bring in either Hippowdon or Sandaconda to one-shot it with a Rock Slide. But that's not how this went. It was a battle full of bad RNG on my part. Haxorus never hitting itself in Confusion, for example. And there was definitely a couple misplays in there. Despite the loss though, it was a super fun playthrough. Playing with only single-type Pokemon definitely made the challenge harder. Because of this rule set, I got to use Pokemon I never even considered before, like Sandaconda or Aromatisse. Anyway, I had a blast with this run, and if you enjoyed this video, leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much, until next time.